What's up, guys? It's Seth bringing my first Call of Duty Black Ops 2 gameplay and commentary. This is actually a knife-only game of kill confirmed on standoff, and I do pretty well in here. I forget exactly what the score was, but anyways, it's not really about the gameplay that I want to talk about. I want to talk about the game, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 in general, my thoughts on it, first impressions, because I do want to do a bit of Call of Duty videos going forward. I love the game so far, and so I think this is a good time to start doing gaming commentaries on this channel. The other tech stuff will still be happening on here, so if you subscribe for those things, don't worry, they'll be back here or there in the future. But right now I'm going to be doing a bit of these gameplays and commentaries, and I hope you guys enjoy them as well. Right now, I don't know if you can tell yet, but this is me playing on PC. This is the first time I've ever actually played a video game that is not something like StarCraft or League of Legends, not a PC only game. Previously I had a PS3 and I sold that along with a few other things in order to get the money to build my PC. So now obviously I don't have a console, but this game looked so good that I decided to actually try it, try an FPS on this computer. And you know what? It takes a little bit of getting used to in case you guys are interested in actually trying PC for a game like Call of Duty. It's different. It's a little bit annoying at first. I definitely suggest doing some combat training or playing through some like the campaign before jumping into multiplayer or zombies, just so you can kind of get used to the controls and, you know, aiming and everything like that. But once you do get used to it, I must say it's easily way better than console gaming is in terms of accuracy. One downside I do have with this this type of gaming on the PC for Call of Duty is that you compare the users online count to consoles. PS3 and Xbox have, like, you know, 500,000 most of the time. I know Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3 for PS3, for, you know, for my experience, had over 500,000 most of the time playing online, whereas on PC it's maybe 20,000, a little bit more depending on the type of or the time of day. But most lobbies, say you're going into kill confirmed, there's normally less than 1,000 people in that lobby, with most people just playing team deathmatch or domination. Other than that, or zombies, of course. But other than that, I mean, a lot of the lobbies literally could have, you know, less than 100 people in them for something that's not that popular. Nice little tomahawk right there. But that is a downside in my opinion, because it is a little bit hard to get matchmaking. As far as once you do find a game, loading up everything is very fast, partly because it is on PC. You're not limited by kind of the specs of a console, which, if you think about it, the main thing that kind of stinks with consoles right now is that, especially at this point, so much of their hardware is outdated. I mean, you figure that the systems are from like 2005, 2006. PCs, however, the equipment, like in my computer, is maybe from a year ago, and that's a lot different than, I don't know, close to 7 years ago at this point for some consoles. So yeah, I mean, being a PC gamer, it's definitely a lot different, but I do enjoy it so far. If you guys are interested in kind of getting into PC gaming for FPS and not just like MMO games, then I do recommend it. I mean, once you make that transition, it definitely is nice, and it does feel beneficial for gaming. As far as the game itself, Black Ops 2, just how it plays, I think it's great. Everything plays very smooth. One of the biggest things I noticed right away, no matter what game mode you're actually playing, the colors and the brightness and everything is just so much better. Comparing that to Black Ops, the original Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3 was a little bit better, but Black Ops, I mean, seriously, it was just shades of gray, and that was basically what the game colors were. Here you actually have true colors on pretty much every map. I don't see any issue with that. Everything looks very defined, which is just overall extremely nice. So for that, I definitely give props to Treyarch and whatnot for just making the game as good as they've made it. Of course, future patches and whatnot, especially for PC, will make the game a little bit different. But right now, overall, I do love the game. One of the biggest things I really like about Black Ops 2 is the Pick 10 system. Having that type of customizability with just everything in your classes is absolutely amazing, because someone like me who likes to do kind of out there classes, not just the generic assault or generic SMG class with MP7 or something like that, but really like to just make these odd classes because I find the game more enjoyable like that. I don't take it as seriously as some people do. I just like to have fun with it. So being able to just, you know, have 10, you know, 10 credits, or I forget what they call them, and just do whatever you want with that. For example, with this knife class, I have no primary, no secondary weapon. It's all just perks and tomahawks. I mean, other than that, that's it. So I do enjoy the way they have that set up, and I do find it interesting too that in campaign mode, you're actually able to customize your loadout. I mean, it's kind of restricted, but you can still change your main guns and whatnot. And I've played through the first 2 or 3 levels on the campaign. I'm not a big campaign person when it comes to Call of Duty, but I have played through it a little bit, and it is, you know, kind of enjoyable to be able to switch things up and not have this generic class that everybody that plays the campaign is going to be using on, you know, each level. Other than that, you know, I don't think there's a whole lot to talk about in terms of the game right now, other than the fact that I do love the pick 10 system. I think that's one of the biggest improvements to the Call of Duty franchise in general. And of course, the gameplay is smooth. I don't know how it is on the console. I've heard great things about it on console, and I'm sure it is because generally they do good, especially on Xbox. I'm sure it's really good because it seems to be primarily made for Xbox most of the time now. But just coming from me as a PC gamer, everything plays smooth, and all the features in it so far are very good. The map sizes way better than previous Call of Duty in my opinion. A large map on here would be a medium map on pretty much any other Call of Duty. I think there's a nice little series of stuff going on right now, or maybe not. Never mind. There's 1 kill, but overall, I mean, they just Treyarch and Activision paired well, and everything got developed. Oh, here we go. This was a nice little series. Everything just came out well, and I think they did a good job, and they did what they needed to do in order to make it a successful game, and that showed with the sales so far. I know a lot of people that don't like the Infinity Ward Call of Duty games, which would be the Modern Warfare, like Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2. Personally, I'm like that. I like that was such a bad, I forget what they're even called. Wow, that's pretty bad. But anyways, Infinity Ward games, not a big fan compared to Treyarch. Black Ops and Black Ops 2 so far my 2 favorite, even though I know COD 4 was a very good game. I didn't really have much experience with it, but the Black Ops series so far has been by far my favorite over the Modern Warfare 2 or 3. Modern Warfare 3 actually is kind of the reason I got rid of my console. I just saw no reason to, there's no games out, and I wanted to build a PC, so I'm like, might as well. And so that's kind of the reason I got rid of it. There was no games at the time. I might have preferred getting an Xbox or something, primarily for FPS games. I think it's a little bit easier to socialize. There's not a big social community with PC gaming in terms of the amount of users. Like I said, if you have, you know, a few thousand people online compared to 500,000 people online, it's a big difference. Just because it's not as big of a community. It's just fine. And you know, 10, 20, 30,000 people online at a time is still okay, but it's definitely a big change from, you know, close to 1 million. I remember on some days, depending on, you know, if it was close to a launch date or whatever, there'd just be, you know, so many people online. It was kind of insane. On to what I want to do with this channel. I do want to kind of wrap up the video talking about the channel in general, because I know I had technology videos. The PC build was the primary thing I've done so far on here, and I did do the review of the Samsung Galaxy S3. That went over well in my opinion, and you know, not tons of views just because I don't have tons of subscribers, which by the way, please subscribe if you are watching this video and do enjoy it. But going forward for this channel, the main thing I want to do with it is obviously these gameplays and commentaries. Hopefully this one goes over well, and I'll be able to tell pretty easily after you guys watch it, and you know, like, subscribe, see if I get subscribers after this video. That'll give me a good impression on what you guys want to see from me. But personally, I love this game for the next year. I think it'll be good to be doing videos on it. I think it will be beneficial to the channel. Previously, for you guys that don't know, I don't know if I ever mentioned it actually in this channel yet. That was really bad in my opinion. By the way, shotguns in this game, they are very powerful. Same with sniper rifles. It's interesting that SMGs, Shotguns, sniper rifles, the three things that generally weren't as big are actually really big in this game. But yeah, this is about the end of the game. Anyways, going forward, just leave a comment telling me what you want to see, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Please like and subscribe.